Take two.
Take one.
We'll edit out the first one.
Bronsolino, outdoorsman shit.
Yeah.
Hit
Hit 'em.
'em. Lace up your Timbs.
This is,
Queens, fresh off
first
the black top.
Take Your Wide podcast.
Steve
Steve and Mark in the basement. It's going to be a trial and error process. But
I thought we were gonna say that this was being broadcast from space because you can't see any. Obviously, we're in the middle of
yeah,
the black hole of the internet. We're literally in the internet right now.
I know. It's crazy. Visually and audibly.
Audially.
But yeah, this is the first attempt at a fucking podcast, and I'm Steve, as you guys might know. This is Mark, as you guys all know, hopefully.
Yo.
But that's it, man. Here we are in the basement. It's super weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird to... I've heard my voice, and you've heard your voice a lot. So that's not weird, but just trying to run a show. It feels like any radio interview, how this is such a weird setting with, like, you know, usually if we have headphones and a mic, it's a recording, screaming setting, not a sit down, you know. How many interviews have you done with headphones and a mic? Like, I've done, like, 4.
I was gonna say 4 too.
Yeah. It's weird. It's unnatural. I think that's going to be our hardest, one of the biggest obstacles is getting comfortable like this.
I'm fucking comfortable, man. I'm really good. This chair is nice, man.
Is it? It's funny. That's like you can't. I don't know if anyone can see, but there's these fancy little, like on yours, you have like a pillowcase. You see it?
Yeah.
It's because they're all gross underneath. These are computer chairs, so they're covered in sperm.
I was gonna say level with me.
Yeah.
This has arms. Have you beat off in this chair?
No, that's not my beat off chair.
It's not your, but it's someone else's beat off.
It's
chair.
someone else's. Do you know whose?
I think I do. I won't say though. If this was a good podcast, we would be name dropping and shit. But.
Yeah. But it's gonna be an art. If you're still with us, thanks for sticking around and not deleting it.
Now, do you think, you know, if you got arms in your armchair, like for your masturbation chair, do you think you like incorporate that? You know what I mean?
When you're pulling off?
Yeah, like
nah.
No,
Actually,
you got to free jazz it, right?
Yeah, I had one like that. That's not it though. I had one like that, and I got rid of it. Like this one here is old as shit. This was from like emo, and maybe I took them off or just didn't have one, but that would totally impede. Like, I don't know.
If you were able to cryogenically remove like sperm from that chair, how old would the child be?
Holy fuck, that's a good question. Probably.
Wow.
Probably like 12 years old.
So that
maybe 9 years
doing
old.
the math doing the math, you've been beating off in that chair for
since I moved.
Oh wow.
If not earlier.
Was that 20? It's 21 years.
What?
21 years. You said, oh wait, 9. 20.
Because I'm 30 and I moved here. Well, I'm 30 and I moved here when I was 20, so at least 10 years. But I think longer because I think I had this before I fucking moved to Cambridge. But yeah, this is there's no real fucking goal to this. I asked Mark if we wanted to go over what we're gonna talk about, but I don't know, it might be good to, like you said, just off the cuff.
Yeah.
Like
spit it.
Yeah, just
freestyle. Totally
free form.
Just fucking let loose on stroking our egos, fucking listen to us.
Well, I thought about this. I've been thinking about it a lot, and like, it's kind of, I don't know, self-indulgent or I don't know what. You know, we're hopefully not going to just talk about us, but it's inevitable that we're going to just talk about us. But that's not, you know, I don't want to do this just to talk about me. You know, and inevitably that's going to be the fucking base of everything because I'm telling the stories or whatever. But I like, what are your goals with this?
I don't know, man. Just fucking have some fun.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to have fun. It seemed like a fun thing to do, and we have enough conversations, like after jams or before jams, or you know, the amount of time I've known you. We've had some good conversations.
Yeah,
and
it's
cool to capture that to a degree to share. You know, even with ourselves. Hopefully, people will listen to it. But yeah, like
The only two people who are gonna listen are Viv and Felicia. To be like, what shit are these two numbskulls fucking saying? I know Felicia will listen. She'll be like, I want to hear some shit.
yeah, I hope Viv. I told Viv she could be on it if she wants, but I said be prepared for some honest questions and be prepared to answer them honestly. I don't know. I think I feel good that you're doing this with me because I've known you a long fucking time, and we've talked about almost everything and anything that we could talk about.
Yeah.
And I know that you're not afraid to talk about certain things, and
Yeah. Fucking no shame in either of our games.
not too much shame. So I want this to be fun. I hope we can keep doing it, tell some stories, and have people on. And I don't know, it's a fun thing to do, man. Sharing good stories and talking and sharing opinions. I value my friends' opinions and their stories and who they are. So hopefully we can use this to reach out to our buddies and just it's just a connectivity thing. I want my buddies to hear some stories, and I want to hear some stories that our buddies have.
Yeah,
without making it super formal.
Yeah, I figure everyone's got like a somewhat decent set of stories to tell.
Yeah.
I know we probably know both of our, best, stories, our bangers, but I'm sure, with someone else bringing them on, they'll have, a new set of experiences that we can tap into.
I think I was just thinking of like, man, who could we have on? Like I'm way ahead. I just been thinking about this and like who we could have and how realistic it is to get someone here and we know I see this mostly being like a obviously a fucking music sort of themed thing. That's all I really know, mostly. But it'd be cool to, bring other people in, artists. I have a buddy who's a comedian that I'm thinking about to bring in.
All right.
And just, I don't know, a whole bunch of people. Just fucking a fun, honest, and non-pretentious sort of exchange of stories.
Yeah.
That's my goal. We talked about, and I was just thinking now the hard thing is going to be to not look at that fucking camera.
Oh, I totally forgot.
No. That's where I have the Price is Right sound. I don't have it ready. But yeah, me and Mark talked about doing every show a few things is the same. So this being the first one, inaugural podcast, I got a couple beers for us to sip on, which will probably be good because it'll probably loosen us up.
Shouldn't we do like the advertisement part?
Well, yeah. Once we get those sponsors, then we'll do it. But right now, I just got them here, so give me a sec.
All right, sweet. And I'll get out my. Whoa,
that's yours. So yeah, my goal every time we do this is to have a beer we've never had. This is a Black Creek Historic Brewery Pale Ale from Toronto. It says Taste Ontario's Brewing Heritage. Authentic ale.
This guy, the guy on the front, looks like he could fucking beat your ass. I swear to God. No, this guy looks like he could pick up a fucking, those like those big wooden rail ties.
Yeah.
And just fucking bash your fucking.
I wonder who he is. I should look into this. That's the thing. I don't want to do too much research before each podcast. Maybe I'm going to have to do that, but yeah, this is.
Oh, it says right here.
Oh.
Sug a dick.
Mr. Sug a Dick, who would mash y'all. But yeah, let's crack these, man.
All right, let's do it. Hold on. Let me get out my.
Fancy pants.
Opener. All right.
Here, let me try the same. And not that we're beer connoisseurs. So, us in describing this might be total shit. You here, man?
All right.
Come by.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. You gotta look each other in the eyeballs.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
All right, you first, man. What is this? Break down the taste experience that is going on right now.
All right, one more sip.
Now we just drank a bunch of orange juice, so
I don't know. It tastes. I use Rich a lot. It doesn't, it's not strong, but it's. I don't know what it is, the hops or the wheat or the fucking beer or what I'm tasting, but it tastes good. There's only actually one beer I've ever had where I'm like, this actually doesn't taste good.
What beer was that?
It was that France beer. Johnny was drinking it the other day. Starts with an L. It's got a yellow fucking Leuven? No. Oh, Leffer or something like that.
Oh, Lef.
Lef.
Really? You don't like
No,
Lef?
it's terrible.
Oh, it's like that's like probably one of my like top. It's in the top 5 of most delicious beers.
Really? Ugh. That's actually like one of the few beers I'm like, I can't even drink this. It tastes terrible.
What?
Yeah, it tasted bad.
There
it
you
didn't
go.
taste
Holy
like beer. But I don't know. Fuck, this tastes good. It tastes like a tasty beer.
Well,
You know, what do you think?
It's like it definitely tastes like a. Hold on, one sec. It's definitely got like a really hoppy taste, but it's only 5%. So I could see somebody drinking a lot of this and not like that Fat Tug shit in Vancouver. Man,
Just crushed it.
No, it was like 8% or 9%.
Really?
Yeah. So, you could drink it and be like, this is good. But the whole time, you're just like, I'm getting fucking drunk. Like, you just can't drink it. You get that, like,
So you're saying with this, you could drink this all night, or you can't?
I could, yeah, because it's only 5% and it's nice and delicious.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll take a picture of this and insert it into the video.
Yeah.
That's a thing that I guess if you're just listening to this, which is probably the easiest way versus streaming it on YouTube. But we have 2 cameras, and we're gonna have another one. So
It's called Black Creek Pale Ale.
Black Creek Pale Ale. Hopefully, over time, we can start to tell like. Well, I don't know. I think we'd have to do 2 podcasts a week to kind of get a palette of like, this
beer.
is fucking wheat with a hint of whatever.
This will be our vehicle to start drinking an insane amount. Be like, no, like how's their podcast? You haven't paid rent in 6 months. It's a podcast, man. I gotta do it.
That's pretty good. I was thinking about doing a bunch of different types of podcasts. One being a high podcast,
Sure.
and just getting blazed and doing a podcast just to do it.
You got to be high to do a podcast.
This is we were talking earlier about not talking just as I picked up Bergs, and I was going to tell you when we were in the van coming here, but I figured I'd save it for now. But this morning, I got up and I had a tiny bit of weed left. Not a tiny bit. I had that little nug left. And I smoked it and fucking got so big this morning, man. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was I've been telling Mark that like I smoke, and I don't smoke a lot of weed, but when I do, like on the road, if I do, I get all paranoid. And when I'm at home, I don't get paranoid, but I just don't feel super blazed. But I got fucking blazed this morning, man. It was like a whole body type of thing, which was awesome. I was kind of worried that it might like get me all fucked up, but yeah.
You smoke. I'd say you smoke you smoke more weed than I do, but you don't get high. You're never as high as I am. You're always like fucking super cool.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You're Pitbull, and I'm fucking. I'm the Fiat coming out of the ocean. I'm like, Pitbull, please help me.
No, I don't know. It was good, and I think it'd be an interesting podcast to do it. Hi.
Maybe we could do like. I was thinking it'd be cool to do half of one like sober, and then the other half
Wasted.
Yeah, or even just smoke a big, ridiculous amount of weed.
While we're doing it, we should.
Or just like take a break like halfway through.
Yeah.
Well, we could even.
It's a
do it
whole
at the same
fucking. Oh, like a blank canvas. We can do whatever, man. I don't even know what's gonna happen. This might be the only one. This might be the one and only podcast we ever do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But
let's do some fucking coke, man.
Oh shit. No.
I'm just kidding. Don't actually do that.
Maybe I would. I've never done coke. I don't think I'd ever want to.
It's funny, this Black Creek shit, just before I forget, my uncle Russ, he used to work at this place called Black Creek Village. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know how many Black Creeks there are in Ontario, but he worked at this it was like a fake pioneer village. It was a badass job, man. All he had to do all day was like he was a carpenter, which he is in real life.
Okay,
but he would just have to use these old tools, and he had to dress all gnarly, and he had to. I think he got in trouble if he shaved, right?
Wow. So
he had to look like just a weathered dude, and today I'm gonna make a bowl with this axe or something. You know what I mean?
And that was like 9 to 5, or was that like? that was his life. That's what he had. Like, if you signed up for that, you had to commit.
No,
You know?
no, it wasn't like the South Park where you just like can't break character. But yeah, it was a pretty cool job.
Huh.
And seeing Black Creek, mate, I remember going there and he like, you know, people would, you know, he'd do a demonstration like every hour or something.
You went to go see it?
Yeah, I went to go see it and, you know, walk around. Everyone's like, hell's where we make the corn into food.
So what year is it? Would you say?
That was in like the 80s, man.
But like, what are they reenacting? Like the 18
Fuck, that's a good question.
40s?
Something like that. I think the whole point of that, the reason that parents, the main reason that parents, I think, bring their kids to that, they're like, yeah, we're teaching them about history, and you know, we want our kids to be educated. The real reason I think is they're just like, you fucking kids, look what these fucking people had to fucking go through. Because I was scared shitless. I was like, there was one this girl was describing like, for Christmas. We usually gave. This is what they got for Christmas: a fucking orange.
That was a Christmas present.
That was a Christmas present. I'd be
See,
like,
Billy?
yeah, here you go, an orange. I'd be like, fuck, man.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I saw a couple choked kids, man. I
Really?
remember. Oh yeah, I was one of them.
Really, I was gonna say I would think that you'd be one of those shitty kids. Like, how many shitty kids went there and were just like, "Fuck this, this isn't real, mom." You know, totally
History sucks.
Yeah, totally. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I never came from these
So you
losers.
cared. You were actually like kind of intrigued by it.
I don't know. I was just afraid that this place was like, because I was still a kid. I was like somewhat afraid that this place was like semi-real, and they'd be like, "Fine, fuck you. You're going to live at Black Creek."
Fuck.
Fuck.
When you're a kid, how
Yeah.
easily you get fucking lied to.
I don't know, man. Someday I'm gonna give my kid an orange for Christmas. I say that now, and I'm gonna totally like renege on that, but fuck that. I'm gonna be like, here's your orange. We're going to Black Creek Village.
Well, you got to do your fucking. You can take your kid on your haunted house or your fucking tour.
Oh, of course. I gotta
See, for Christmas they got fucking kicked in the dick. Or something. Dad, I don't want to get kicked in the dick.
Every Christmas, you woke up at 5 a.m. and went down to the gully, and Santa was there. He was the referee, and you had to fight all the bullies at your school back to back. They picked the 9 strongest kids in the grade older than you, and if you didn't beat them up, then they just turned you into pasta or something.
Something like that. Yeah, I fucking want. I was thinking about a whole bunch of topics for the show, and I wrote it down on my phone. And one being kids, and it's. I was thinking about trying to speak on a subject. I mean, kids is kind of like, obviously we can't really speak on it because we don't have kids, but trying to mentally think like, okay, well, have an opinion on something and don't be afraid to say it, you know, because I don't want to be like, this is the way for anything, especially like music or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be like just thinking about kids and thinking about topics. It's going to be, I'd like to go into this whole thing super optimistic and see where it goes.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
I think kids are awesome, man.
I think
I don't know who would deny that. I don't know. I guess you know. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want. You know. A lot of people I think don't want kids and shouldn't have kids and whatever. That's cool. But I wonder if there's someone out there that's like, kids should not exist.
Oh yeah,
We
sure.
Really?
There's a guy I know. Well, maybe not that, but yeah, I would guarantee. Just kind of crazy guys in that. And the example I think of is this guy I know who was talking about. He was coming from the angle. He was a teacher. He was a sub teacher. He's coming from the angle of shitty kids and saying how the government should, just as you apply for a license to drive a car, you should apply for a license to have a kid, where you have to meet like certain things. I think he was the type of guy that was like, kids are shitty.
Yeah. I've heard that argument before. It's a slippery slope, right?
Yeah,
Because
I think it's crazy.
if you like, we already are over licensed as is, in my opinion. Like, holy shit! Like if you had to, because maybe a lot of people wouldn't make it, but that's not really really any sort of governing bodies.
Well, I think the statement is just like shitty people. Like that's kind of a broad, like people being like the kid to the grandparent.
Yeah.
It's not so much like, oh, a license would fix that, but whatever.
I feel like kids are just getting shittier.
I don't know. Maybe.
But you know what? I feel like that's normal, right? Like
the
the older generation is like, these fucking kids.
Yeah, you talked
never
about
been to
that before.
Black Creek Village. Don't know what the fuck they're getting for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. I think kids are smarter, and it's with the internet. Kids, at least with technology, are smarter. And we were talking about this with Ash back in Van about information being so easily accessible. I think kids are. I don't know if kids are worse now. I'd like to think kids are better. I don't know though.
Yeah.
I don't know. What is the parameter? Their school marks or their social skills or how tough they are, I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't think ever in the history of like human life have the older generation ever been like, you know what? The kids these days are fucking awesome. They're so good. Like, can you believe these kids? They're like so much smarter and nicer and more Never. It's always just like an alienation of generations, right?
Yeah.
I think it's just a natural You just get old and you're like, it's like the older sibling always looks at the younger sibling like, are you serious? You're going to let him do that?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Who cares?
Yeah. Kids.
Kids are kids, man.
Kids are kids. We were kids. And it's hard. Actually, I'm glad that I'm at the point now where I can, like those kids in Thunder Bay, the kids that were playing that show, to, realize when a kid's a kid, especially with that. Like, I was thinking about these kids that we played with in Thunder Bay, and they were, I don't know, 18, 17.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them was 19. And just having fun, they weren't super good or anything like that, but like, that sort of like they're kids, you know what I mean? Like it's not a big fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
I know maybe when I was like closer to 18 or whatever, it would just be an example like that would just be like, oh, these guys are shitty or whatever. It's like they're kids. Like let a kid be a kid. Kids are kids.
I thought they were good.
Oh, they were.
I guess you go through the filter. I don't know. Even on like as adults, I thought as using an adult sort of meter stick. I thought their bands were, really good.
Yeah, they were pretty good.
I guess it's sad if that same band was like 30 or something, then it would be like, all right, you guys got no excuse. Like you should have done something. You should have taken a music lesson.
Yeah, there's
shit.
Nothing more awkward than like full-grown dads sucking at their instruments. Yeah, it is because even if you're like 40, you've had most of the time, I think 40 years to play, even if it's on like such, even when you start when you're 14 and then you're 40 and I'm seeing you've had that time to like casually get better. The slope is like slow, but it's still a slope.
Yeah.
I feel that with myself. I don't fucking practice that much and it's a slow slope, but I'm a lot better than I was 10 years ago. And I think that's just with time put in. Some people are 14 and they're crazy because they practice like mad or they're just naturally talented. So that slope is like, they're getting better quicker. But if you're like 40, 45 and you like legitimately suck, like you're not good at your instrument, it's just a bummer. It's like, man, you should at least have a gimme for that. You know what I mean? Like you're old enough that you should at least be at that point where you don't suck at your instrument. And if you do, then that's fine. Like I'm not trying to say that's the worst thing in the world, but it's just kind of embarrassing.
I hope those people really, really, really love playing music. I hope people who are, listen to us. We're fucking good. We're so good at our fucking shit.
Well, we're good. We can say that. We're not the best.
I will never say that.
Oh, you're good. You're a good bass.
No. I mean about you.
Hey, I'm gonna unplug you, Holmes. You're cut off. It's just the Steve show.
Yeah, that's true, man. I don't know.
It's just maybe not embarrassing is the word, but just awkward. Because I think that they're going to come and talk to you after the show, or you're going to interact at some point. And you're going to have to lie to their face. I'm not going to tell them like, oh, you're not very good or whatever. Yeah. A dad type band and play. What'd you think? It's like, don't ask me, man. Like
that's a dad type band thing to say. The post interrogation. It's like I just played. Now you have to comment. It's like Facebook at the end of a gun. It's like comment, motherfuckers, like or not like.
It's a funny thing. We joke that it's like you just say that you have good energy, and sometimes a band does have good energy, but sometimes I'll say, oh, yeah, you guys have a lot of good energy. If that's just kind of a way out, like, I don't know what else to say. What do you want me to say?
I'm not actually going to, reveal what I say because then I won't be able to say it anymore.
Track it back. Yeah.
Nice knowing you, good energy comment. We'll never meet. We'll never speak again. We'll never see you ever again.
I'm breaking down all the walls, making everyone have to be super honest and awkward.
Yeah, I guess so.
I wrote down some things, and we were talking about the problems with being honest. And what did I write down? Yeah, that's it. Just the trouble with being honest. And especially in a case like this, I think this podcast, if it's going to be good or quote unquote successful, or at least maintaining, or I don't know what the word is, enduring, is being honest.
Yeah.
And the trouble with fucking being honest, how much trouble it gets you in, how much, like how it's hurtful sometimes. I know this isn't a podcast of shit on everybody or anything like that, but it's I wanted to be an honest. You just shit.
I farted like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, it's a delay on the mic. But the trouble with being honest and just how it's going to be hard to be honest. It's going to be hard to be,
I just thought about that and
It's the truth,
going back
man.
to that the like good energy comment. Fuck it, let's run the gamut on that shit. What are like the top? What are the top 5 like awkward responses? You just seen it. Okay, here's a scenario. You just watched a band play.
okay.
Their music was not at all your thing, and in your very novice opinion, I'm speaking very generally, you thought that they were not, very talented. They weren't good at their instruments. So it was not only not a style of music you liked or songs that you liked, but you also thought that the quality of their performance was like really, really bad. What are the top 5 things?
Can I do
Good energy is up there.
Can I do like a top 3?
All right, you can do a top 3.
Top 3.
Let's just say, what are some things,
The good energy is one, or if they had like a light man on stage.
You just went right for the jugular, eh? Right to the poor light fucking
no,
guy.
listen. There was a band, and whatever, man. Like if you do what you do. Whoever you are, do whatever. Who the fuck am I? I'm just some shitty dude, or I'm just can be an asshole. I can be an asshole, but to me, okay. There's a band I saw and they had a light guy on stage. I don't know who they are. They could be the sweetest dudes. I'm sure they're sweet dudes. But it was funny. They had a dude with a fucking guitar strap. You remember. Maybe you don't. A guitar strapped to a box with light switches. And he was rocking out like he was playing guitar. And that's, I shouldn't shit on it because he's having fun. What's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. He's having fun. But it just made me like, this is kind of ridiculous. So in that case, I may have said your light guy was rad. I may have just lied completely,
all right.
taken what I thought was whack or whatever, and just made that a compliment.
All right, have you ever seen that Meshuggah video with that light guy?
No.
Holy fuck.
He's pro? Is he like the Gore
Yo,
guy?
yeah, he's pro as fuck.
I saw Gore. We saw Gore in 06 or
You say Gwar?
Gore.
I think it's Gwar.
Gwar?
Gwar?
You can actually hear what I'm saying through these mics.
It's not like G-War.
Gore?
Is it Gwar or Gwar?
Gwar?
I always thought it was Gwar.
Oh, I thought it was like, Gore?
Just say it in like a Nova Scotia accent.
Where? Is that in Nova Scotia?
Yeah, add an E to the end of it.
Gory.
Hey, fucking going to see Gwar. Hey, what bear are they playing?
No, Gwar. Gwar?
No, I thought it was Gwar.
Gwar.
Wah.
The Saba guys, Cormier makes fun of me because I say wagons weird.
It seemed pretty normal.
Wagons. Anyways, Gwar had a light dude. Gwar had a light guy. And it was crazy.
Thank you.
It was crazy. Yeah, he was a pro light guy. But he wasn't on stage. You know what I mean? If you're a light dude, it's like we play with Jucifer.
Yeah.
The dude was behind the fucking amps doing the lights. So it's cool. Like, kind of, I don't know. To me, that was just cheesy. It's like, you want to be a part of the band, but you can only do lights. Just be humble about it and do your lights off to the side. Don't rock out on stage. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Hopefully the dancer from the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones isn't listening.
fuck that guy.
There you go. First call out.
Nah, whatever. But
Normally, I just tell everyone good set.
good set. I will.
I
generally
stopped
do.
like I'm just like good set. Good set.
Depends. Maybe if I'm angry or if it's like end of tour, or if I'm drunk or something, and someone asks me straight up like, "What did you like about the set?" Then I might be honest. I know at least a few times if I'm somewhat comfortable with them. If it's a first time meet, like you generally like I don't want to be a dick. Like some people suck. You have to suck to get good. You have to suck at some point. Sometimes you need to be told that you suck. Excuse me. But fuck, where was I going with this? But yeah.
You suck.
I forgot. I don't have. What the fuck was I gonna say?
Something about
Talking about like guys. We were talking about.
So you were like tired on a tour and
Oh,
you were
yeah,
like
yeah.
told someone straight up like you
Yeah,
suck.
and
My
if-
band is better. I'm
No.
Steve Vargas. I'm
Fuck
fucking
that.
pro drummer.
No,
Fucking,
fuck that. But I don't know if I feel like they might benefit from them. Then I'll be honest. Like, you know what? Like your guitar was really quiet. You know what I mean? Or like, I'll never.
that's more like surface comment though, right?
Yeah,
Like you know the sound, the room. That's another one. Like the room, this room.
like
you know?
I there's like. You can be the best songwriters ever. The Beatles or fucking those dudes, the Matrix or whatever that write for like big.
Drowning of Ophelia.
Yeah, those guys. We got to play that actually at some point.
All right.
Oh my god, we have to play it. Do you have it anywhere?
No, it only exists in Topon's living room.
Fuck.
Hard copy CDR.
Fuck. But fuck. I forgot what I was gonna say, man. I think I'm getting drunk.
He's getting drunk. This Black Creek. Oh, 5%. Sorry, it says 15%.
Fuck.
Oh,
I need to start writing my shit down.
Right, whatever, man.
God damn it.
That's another good one though. The room. You're like, this room. The room sounded kind of bunk. Or, you know, you guys are, you know, you get. Actually, you know what? I don't know. It's funny because everyone would benefit. Everyone, the world would benefit from honesty. Especially when it comes to like the band shit. Like you know what? There should be a professional dude that just goes to shows and is just like, listen, you know what? Your band is total shit. Like, please practice. Just practice so at least we can tell what you're trying to fucking do. Because
Yeah.
not only could I never do that, it's just not in me to do. Like, I just, you know,
Yeah.
if someone's band sucked, who am I? Fucking JS World Police? Like,
Yeah.
fucking hell. I'd be like, hey, hold on 1 second. Where are you going? I see you're loading a piece of gear, but I have a very important opinion about your music.
It all depends on the person asking to if they're asking to get your approval or if they're asking to like, you know, asking someone who they might look up to or you know, I've asked people who are better than me in any area. You know, not all fucking time, but you know, like, hey, dude who's done something a lot, like, what do you think of this? Well, you know, you asked me, and I'm gonna assume that you asked me because you actually want my opinion, not just the lip service. Oh, what'd you think of my band? You know, like, you guys were great because that's what your fucking mom says all the time. You know, and your buddies, your fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess you'll never know what the intent is behind the question.
Actually, Shock and I were talking about that. Motorcycle Man. It's like, yeah, you know, you ask your friends their opinion. Like, hey, you know what? You know, I guess to use the example of Grabera, I'd be like, hey, how was the sound? Like, what was it missing?
Mm.
And you know, and Johnny Wildcat was like, you know, gave me a couple things that he thought. But I think it's just like more friends, and that's the thing. At like, not that we're professional in the sense where we make money, but like, you know, it's a professional thing. You know, like if someone's like, hey, you know, what did you think? Like, if you're comfortable with the person, you know,
Yeah.
I'll tell people all the time, like, you know, maybe this, maybe that, you know, whatever. But, and that's a big thing. Like, you know, you want to hear it yourself. So at the same time, you know, you want to, you know, tell someone and be honest with somebody who you respect already, you know?
Yeah. Just, you never know. But at the same time, you don't want to crush a kid. And it's, you know, if a kid's asking me how my band is, if it's like, you're a kid, I'll tell you your band's okay. I'm not going to be a dick. Because I would think when I was a kid, if some dude told me my band sucked, how crushing that would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
especially when you're like a kid, like not even in the bar scene doing shows. Fuck. But, you know, it might speed the process. I think about if I had a kid, or if or when or whatever, and listen to me talk about like I know what I'm gonna fucking do. But if they're, you know, I thought about if they're playing drums, you know what I mean? If I would just let them do their fucking thing, or if I would try to accelerate the learning curve by teaching them a few things.
I don't know, man. That's tricky.
Like they might not enjoy it after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I had someone like, you should do it like this, then maybe I wouldn't have continued to play, because I never had anybody telling me that.
And then it would just turn into Rod Torfelson's Armada featuring Herman Menderchuck.
What's that?
You never seen that Kids in the Hall skit?
No.
It's pretty good, man. We'll have to pull it up.
I'm gonna write down like me. A lot of my buddies knows that I'm so fucking not that I'm not hip with pop culture, but there's so like a reference like that. Simpsons references. I talked to you guys about this. Simpsons references, Seinfeld references. I don't fucking tons of movies. Even like with Dale when I called Bloodsport or Kickboxer Bloodsport.
Oh, the audacity! Of
Yeah, he was choked.
You should check it. You should check that one out. It's like it's this band called Armada. It's these three dudes, and then this guy, the drummer, comes. He's late. And, you know, there's like this, like, you know, tense sort of like young band dynamic. And the dad shows up and he's like, come on, guys, you know, we should probably change the name to Herman Mender, or Rod Torfelson's Armada. And the one guy's like, but I write all the songs. It's really good, man. It's like, yeah, here we go. Trampoline Girl. This is it. Oh yeah.
I wish you could see this.
Oh, I've seen it, man. I just want to watch you watch it.
That was haunting.
Really good.
Is that too loud?
No, that's good.
Not bad without drums, eh?
I can't believe Rod's not here. We were supposed to be here a half hour ago and arrived having eaten.
I know. I mean, if we want to make it, we gotta want it and need it more than anyone.
Is he wearing like a Michael Jackson
We're never
shirt?
gonna make it.
Hey,
I think so.
we're gonna make it.
Yes, we are. Armada! Armada. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Rod, you didn't arrive having eaten.
Oh, right.
Fucking band rules,
And
right?
also, my dad's here.
Oh
Hey, guys.
shit! So he's like the manager guy.
Hey,
It's just
cool
the dad.
digs. What's your
Hold on a second,
dad
this makes me
doing
think
in
of a
the
story.
reverse?
I remember my first band, See Through, with a C. Oh God, high school.
How did you spell through, just for the record?
Oh God.
It's killing me. I gotta know.
Well, I was a big nu metal kid, so it was THRU,
Oh, like a drive-through.
like a true
See
through.
See through.
God, see through. Actually, I should pull some of that stuff up someday if I could ever find it. But jamming at buddy's house in his garage, and his fucking little brother kept coming into the garage, and just like it was cool, right? We were being cool playing instruments, and he just would keep coming in and being annoying, and so we barricaded the door. And this is like a churchy family. Like the fucking dad played guitar in church, and the son played guitar, and the sister played flute, and the
Did she ever? Sorry, I don't know who you're talking about.
she's really hot, actually, the one daughter. But anyways, we were jamming, and we barricaded the door with a fucking bunch of boxes and stuff, and we were playing some song. And his fucking dad just like literally kicked the door in to get in, like, and his little brother was crying, and I told his dad. So his dad came and tried to open the door, and it was locked, and he just like raged, like Christian rage, like fucking boom, knocked the door in.
That's 20,000 tons of fucking JC coming at you.
Dude, and he fucking yelled at my buddy, and it was so awkward, man. I wish he would have entered like this, Dad.
Space?
I don't know. He wants to talk to you about something, I guess.
Well, what?
I have no idea. What is it, Dad?
Oh, well, I thought I'd talk to you boys a little bit about your musical careers. We're gonna make it, Mr. Torfelson.
We've got no choice.
It's not that simple.
It's not? How so, Dad?
He's a
Okay.
drummer. He keeps tapping.
Well, you know, having been a dental supply salesman for 4 years and a merchant marine for 4.5 months, I think it's safe to say that I know a little bit about the music industry.
Fuck
It's
it.
true. You gotta
Sure, of
you
course.
gotta hit both those.
Okay. I love the name Armada. Okay, you love the name Armada. Yeah. But the name Armada can mean so many things.
That's why we like it, I thought.
Could we just hear him out, please? What were you thinking about, Dad? A name change?
That's right.
Jesus.
Listen to this. How about
Thank God my
Rod
parents were never like this.
Torfeson's Armada?
God, Tolferson's.
Actually, that's a better name.
Didn't see through.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. But it's got nothing to do with me. It's just an idea.
Hey, can we not fight? Boys, don't get hung up in specifics, okay? It's just a marketing ploy. Besides, Rod's well-liked. He drums, he sings.
He doesn't sing. You don't sing.
Yes, I do. I sing background vocals on Jackie's Eyes and drink the bleach.
I'd sing, write all the songs, and play lead guitar.
What you're missing is it's just an idea. Yeah. Okay?
Huh?
Dad, do you think this idea, this name change would help us, make it?
Okay, here's the poop. Being the owner of a powerboat and speaking a little conversational French, I think it's safe to say that I understand a little bit about the music industry.
I love how they have
I need a power boat,
Okay.
man.
My estimation
I
is
love how they
that
have
this
milk
name
crates
change would help
all
you
inside the
boys
fucking
make
horse.
it big time. Wow.
Okay, we'll think about it, but right now we got to practice, Mr. Torferson. Okay, trampoline girl on 3.
Well, shouldn't we decide before we start practicing so we'll know what name we're practicing under?
I'd like to try it out on a few people for a couple of weeks, okay, Rod?
Well, why
Might be
don't-
too late, Herman. By then, someone else might have stolen the name.
Right. Good point.
fucking steal that
Impartial
name.
Father. Why?
That's what
Why?
we
You
need
know,
to-
you guys are
to
always
put that
talking
in
about
the
saving
paper bear.
time.
Yeah,
Here's a chance to save some time, right? We've talked about this. Yeah.
Because I don't think that I should be pressured.
Well, let's vote. Let's vote.
Oh,
Well, yeah. Well, why don't we just decide?
Well, because
Okay, let's just
I'm
do
going to
it.
the can.
No, well, we're
For those of you who can't see,
How come
he
it gets
just
to be
tried to
you,
walk through the
Alright?
door with his
because my
bass.
dad came here first.
Well, maybe you boys just call it quits.
Yeah.
No more Armada? We have 23
Well, if you
songs.
can't get along, you can't be in a band.
Yeah, maybe you should
Well,
call
maybe he's
it
right.
quits.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's right. Well, maybe
Yeah.
it's not fun.
Well,
Wait, what if we compromise?
What?
Why don't we call ourselves Rod Torferson's Armada, featuring Herman Menderchuck?
So catchy. So much of a ring.
That sounds okay. What do you think, Herman?
sounds great. Rod Torfeson's Armada, featuring Herman Menderchuck. I love it.
It's like their names are so shitty.
Yeah, you'll still write all the songs.
That guy
Sing,
actually has a
play lead
strap
guitar,
like
and
the
arrive
light guy
having
did.
eaten.
Like that light dude I saw.
Oh, really? The same like style?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a lightning bolt.
Rod Torfeson's Armada featuring Herman Menderchuck.
Oh, you got to hear the
Still
song.
doing
The
work.
song's the best.
Trampoline girl on
Here we go.
4.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
That's some classic shit. There you go. We've just exposed you to one pop culture reference. There you go. There you go. I think that's a good segment. I like that. The enlightened Steve. The enlightened 5 minutes of Steve's enlightenment towards the world of our fucking horrible, horrible sense of humor.
Yeah, one day I'll retain all this pop culture shit.
The only bad dad experience I had was when back when in the fucking Slim Pickens days, that like old punk band I was in. We were playing this guy Brett. He was like, "Oh man, I'll be your singer, right on. Like it's fucking rad." I was like, "Oh cool, right on. Like come jam with us." He's like, "No, you can come jam at my house." And I was like, "Oh cool, like awesome." Like,
Where did you guys jam before that?
I think we just jammed at this factory I was working at,
Oh,
that
okay.
Crombie place.
Okay.
And he was like, "Yeah, come. You can do. I got drums. I got like a 412. Mind blown at that point. I was like, all right, cool. So we went, and the first jam, his little did I know, his dad is also a drummer.
Oh fuck.
Not that I'm a drummer. I made it sound like I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were practicing, and Brandon had like double kick, and like mid song, his dad like comes down the stairs. He's like, "You gotta cut it out with that double kick. Like,
Oh,
double
shit.
kick is for fills only. It's like if you're
Whoa.
using it all the time, it loses its impact, and nobody's gonna think it's good." And we were just like, "All right." Trampoline girl on 3. It was brutal.
That's
man.
so whack, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like how we're talking about honesty. Like maybe that guy was just being honest. Because I think if you use, I think that's true. I think if you actually use double kick, depending on what you're playing, I guess double kick can be abused. But whatever, fuck that guy.
I guess that's come I guess it's come full circle.
Yeah, where that
the honesty thing. It's like that's the thing. Like old people, just like we were saying before with kids, like that guy probably is just like these kids are so shitty.
Yeah, but
fuck these kids.
Yeah, I would hope that in a situation like that, I would just be pretty hands off. Like whatever, let these kids. They're kids. How old are you guys? Like 15?
It was like 16,
29.
It was last year, bud.
When's that reunion happen?
Never. Oh, dude. As soon as we see the page, as soon as we see the money.
No. Never. C3 will happen before fucking Slim Pickens happens.
Actually, Pat from Excruciating Pain was like, dude, Slim Pickens, you guys should we were gonna like play. I think it was just like Pat and Brandon and Ryan were gonna play. Like, hey, you wanna play? And I was like, no, man.
Did what the fuck? Shouldn't have got baked this morning. Fucking brain fried. Fucking fuck.
We were talking about Pat.
Didn't Brandon want to start a Slim Pickens thing again? Or no, sorry, I remember what I was gonna say. That's a side note, but did Pat in Vancouver say he was gonna cover a Tugnut song or a Slim Pickens song? Did he?
No, he didn't.
Either?
No, he said he was gonna cover John Lennon's Imagine.
Really? I thought he said
No, I don't think so.
I just wrote this down so I wouldn't forget it, but just counting on your friends for honesty. I'll tell my friends an honest opinion. Because what is your friend if you can't be honest with them?
That's
you know
true.
What I mean? Even with my bros, I had a good experience with my brother. He just went through some, a shitty breakup, and I told him some things that before I told him, I thought in my mind, like, man, if I can't be honest with my fucking brother, like, how can I be honest with my friends? How can I be honest with myself? I don't know where those all line up, but like,
yeah,
I'll take honesty from my friends. If this podcast sucks and people say it sucks, like I would try to take that as some sort of criticism and angle, and like, how can I make it better? It's like, yeah, this is our fucking first one.
Idiots.
Dummies.
You just don't get it.
Dummies.
People just don't get the complex conversational humor.
It's gonna be kind of hard to not talk to you about shit. Because I'll be constantly thinking about like, oh, could we use that for the podcast? We drove to Hamilton the other day, and while we were like conversing in the van, I told Mark, I was like, right now I'm analyzing how I'm talking to you, and it's hard to not. I feel pretty good right now. Like I'm pretty comfortable right now. But we were talking about putting yourself in an uncomfortable position. This is something that is that, how being uncomfortable, remember how we were talking about that, being uncomfortable is a good thing. Throwing yourself into weird things. Both Mark and I just started doing like, not micro brews. I thought about that. We bought some brew kits and we're brewing our own beer. But really, I think to brew your own beer is the whole process with hops and boiling and all this. I think what we did is pretty fucking easy.
It's a first step, right?
Yeah,
it's a baby step.
Yeah, true. Just as like maybe cakewalk is a first step to logic or something. But fuck, I'm not very good at this. Fuck,
you're saying like doing uncomfortable shit, right?
Doing uncomfortable shit. Yeah, that's it. I'm just brewing that, and I'm in my kitchen by myself, putting the ingredients together, and I'm nervous and I'm uncomfortable, but it's a good thing to fucking do that. Like as a first podcast, I'm totally trying to think of all the first type of things we can talk about: being uncomfortable, being honest, and this is awesome right now. It's I think it's going pretty smooth. It's not. Yeah. I'm trying to be aware of not too many fucking open gaps between the talking, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like dead silence. Maybe that's the time when we fucking cut it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we'll have like a 5-second gap. Yeah, noise gate. Like, all right, that's the end of it.
Yeah, I know, man. It's good to be uncomfortable. Fuck. I guess our daily lives are pretty uncomfortable.
Well, no, I think most people are pretty comfortable. High school is, a ton of uncomfortable situations you can learn from: parties,
Yeah.
girls, different people, and then the workforce at first. But I've been in my job for 10 years, and even like touring is all kind of comfortable shit. There's not a lot of uncomfortable shit I do. I think most people don't.
It's actually a good point. It is. I think it's uncomfortable shit that you do. I think you're just used to it.
Well, then it's comfortable.
It's transitioned into what most people would deem uncomfortable.
Yeah, like running a 5K is uncomfortable at first, but if you do it a lot, then it's rigorous, but it's not uncomfortable. It's a different type. You're comfortable in being uncomfortable while you're working out.
That's a funny thing. You grow to like really need that feeling, right? I think we were talking about it the other day. It's like when you first would play your first couple shows, like how fucking shit scared you were. Jesus Christ. But nowadays, you get nervous at certain points, and I don't know. Maybe we're both, or maybe I'm crazy in thinking it, but I always embrace that when I'm like fucking so scared. I remember, when was it? Oh, fuck. Playing MDF, man. I was fucking so scared.
Why?
I don't know. It's because it was MDF, and there was like a fucking ton of people, and like I was like, man, we've been playing the set for like 3 weeks, and it ended up being fine, but I don't know, something about it just got me fucking stirred right up.
I'm sure a lot of people were nervous that day. I'm sure. I just realized that my mic was kind of pointed down for most of this. It's probably gonna sound like shit. Something like that. You can be. It's funny. You're playing the same set. You've played it a fucking million times.
Yeah.
Why is the setting any different? Because really, it should just be limited to your stage, and everything else is external type shit. I can only imagine, though, man. Fuck. I get nervous when there's people that I kind of look up to that are around the show. It could be a fucking shitty fucking basement, but if there's someone there that I kind of look up to, I'll be nervous.
Yeah, that's natural though.
Yeah, I'm starting to get comfortable with like PAs and monitors and stuff like that in bigger stages. Not that it happens a lot, but Europe was a big thing for getting used to an actual mix every day. But overall, like I think most people are comfy.
It's what you'll naturally gravitate towards, right? Unless you're, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe people just yearn for uncomfort.
I don't think that many do. I think it's good to. And this is even this, man. Like, this is uncomfortable, but I know how to. Well, not even me. I'm looking at all these. We have like a camera, another camera, and like all these cables and stuff. It's pretty ghetto, but had we not have known how to record this shit, like that's like this is a somewhat comfortable setting.
Yeah.
The only part that's uncomfortable is knowing that it's being recorded.
Yeah. Think about. All right, here you go. I'm gonna make you uncomfortable right now. Think about all 6 people who are gonna listen to this and scrutinize every word. And then at the end of it, those 6 people, your good friends, are just gonna think you're a total piece of shit. There you go. Are you nervous?
No.
Fuck. God damn it.
No.
That's all I got, man.
No, not nervous. I know I'm an idiot. I think this is a good sort of look in the mirror. I'm sure if we listen to this, do people listen to their podcasts after? There's a fucking million podcasts. I'm sure people do.
I don't know, man. It's probably better not to. With that FTF one, I like edited. Actually, you know what? I did listen to that just to edit out certain things and bleep out.
I didn't listen to that one. And you know why?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
You know why?
I sent it to you.
I know you did.
I said, hey, friend, check this out. Make sure we don't seem like assholes.
No, I didn't. But you know why I didn't?
Why?
Guess. 2 guesses. And they're not big fucking
The
signs.
file was too large.
No.
No idea.
Well, and I might be wrong, but I did listen to the first couple minutes, but it just sounded shitty.
Oh, it sounded shitty, eh?
So I was like, I don't think I could listen to this whole thing.
Did you listen to a podcast before, though? before that
no,
one?
No. Fuck. I can't say that for certain.
Well, you gotta be honest with me here.
Well,
Fucking
man, I'm gonna lie to
motherfucker.
you. I'm gonna be honest to everyone else. It's comedy. I don't know, but I do know. Like with this one, I thought from that FTF one, I was like, and I had listened to the Sabatini one. We did somewhat the same sort of thing where we had the laptop on in the van and we were playing the Sludge Hummer mixtape that we put out, and we were talking just in the van with the music kind of quiet, and it was super windy and shitty, and it's interesting to me, but it's like our music video we did. Like we could have shot the exact same thing with a shitty camera.
Yep.
But there's a certain level of professionalism with certain things, especially like audio visual, that I think has to be somewhat good to have someone pay attention to it.
Yeah,
That's just my thinking.
That makes sense, man.
So
So next one we'll have to step up the AV.
And especially like I thought about that, and I don't know if that was before or after I started listening to podcasts, but the few podcasts I listened to sound great. So you're not questioning what people are saying, or yeah.
Ours was more black metal.
It was the black metal
It was
of
the black metal
podcasts.
podcast. We were going for that early mayhem fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm stoked that you have the gear to do this. I'm sure I have an interface I think that I might be able to use.
Yeah.
But I have like an audio splitter, but it's not like a mixer thing like yours.
You could just do a podcast by yourself.
Bill Burr does one by himself, and he's a comedian though, and it's funny. It's like an hour of funniness. I thought about, because that's the thing. Like I don't want to ever do this without you. Only in that I don't think I could do it by myself. How the fuck could I talk for who like?
Well, you would have someone else.
Well, that's just it. But his is just him. It's just him.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, maybe I could have someone else.
You just have to make some sort of puppet. Do it with Cho.
Oh,
Do it with
Cho.
Ocho.
James already did that for his show.
Really?
He interviewed Paisley. It was a good episode. You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's pretty funny. Me and Mark. Mark has a magazine that you can somewhat hear there. It's I'll let you explain it. It's kind of stupid because if anybody listens to this, they're going to be our friends, so they know. I'm sure they know what this is, but
I guess for those who don't know.
I'm being hopeful, and that those who don't know, what is this?
All right, hold on. I gotta hold it just to know. way back in the day, I forget where. I think it was with Elizabeth in Calgary. She had the zine that this guy did. I think his name was Dan. He called it, instead of a fanzine, he called it a Danzine. And it was just these like really unremarkable pictures of himself like going to shows. So I got the bright idea that maybe I should make a zine with all of my unremarkable photos, which I did.
But yours was better.
Yeah, but still.
Maybe because I knew you, I guess.
It hasn't aged well. That's the thing. If you didn't know me, you'd be like, wow, sweet, awesome. This guy's in a lake. Now he's got a fucking little cowboy hat on.
Yeah, but I remember I think his was just pictures, right? Or did it have descriptions?
I think it had a bit of text or something.
Where yours was more comedic and like there's little word bubbles and
Yeah, there was a bunch of little...
shit. Anyways, how long ago would you say that was?
Fuck.
When was the first?
That was in like the Tugnut days. The first one, I think, was... I don't know. What was that first tour?
04?
2004. So close to 10 years ago.
Fuck.
I've been in the zine industry for almost a decade.
Decade. Actually, and you released a bunch at first. You had like 5 issues.
Yeah, I think I did 5 in total, with a very avant-garde 6th edition being of just toilets
Oh, yeah.
that I took pictures of.
Did you actually print that? I think you did.
Yeah, I did.
This is where that camera would have. I could have replayed that shot of Mark's face because you could clearly tell he was lying. So he has them somewhere.
No. Anyways, this one is more just like, I don't know what gave me the idea. Oh shit. Oh, I know exactly why. FTF played in Moncton with, I think it was like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't usually smoke weed, but I smoked some weed. I was already really drunk. And we were just like hanging out on the porch with my buddy Sean Crawford. You know Shawnee, right?
Yeah.
And just high as shit. And we had this like really good conversation. He was like, man, I don't know how it came about. He's like, man, Carcass is my fucking favorite band. He's like, Carcass is so good. I fucking love Carcass. And I had at that point I realized I was like, I've never really got into Carcass. So I was like, dude, what's the one Carcass that I should get into? Like, what's the jam? And he's like, man, necroticism, man. Fucking that's the shit right there. He's like, Heartwork is my favorite, but you gotta do necroticism. And I was like, man, that's such a good idea. And then like 2 seconds after, he's like, do you like that band Cursed? I was like, dude, I fucking love Cursed. He's like, I've never really got into that band. I was like, I'll tell you what, man. 2. Hit it up with 2. A lot of people like 1. And that's the thing. Everyone has their own sort of like opinion on their best album or the gateway album. I'm not even looking for the best album, just like, and that's how many times do you get recommended good music by buddies that ends up being fucking awesome?
Yeah, whenever I don't see a buddy for a long time. Shawnee's my window into that, but
Shawnee's a good example of that. Man.
So you had that idea that night, and then I guess it was you had fully done the zine with like printing and figuring out what side to print on and shit. So you're just like, fuck it, I'll just get a hold of my buddies.
I think it was a couple days later. I was like, man, that's so cool. And I was like, I downloaded that Carcass. Yeah, illegally. I'm sorry. Whatever. It was just the one album. I deleted it.
2013.
Anyways, yeah. And I was like, man, I think I'm gonna get all my friends to write a little, not even a review, but just like a little blurb. My criteria was this: pick a band, pick the gateway album that you think people should listen to when they get into that band. Say why you like it, why it's better than the other ones, and then recommend a secondary album by that artist, or maybe even by another artist. Like, if you liked this album, if you loved it, the next logical step for you is this. So yeah, I've done 2 so far. I've been doing them every September since.
When, so this September another one's coming out?
Yeah, I'll be on number 3 now.
You have enough log for that?
No, usually I just send out like a bunch of emails like, hey dude, here's the criteria, blah, blah, blah. And the first 30, first 36 people, like I don't pick like, it's totally done chronologically. Like whoever gets back to me first, they get in the zine.
How many is in this? In each, like 40 or 30?
I think it's like 32.
And will you have like double features from people?
I only had one. The only double feature I had was get someone
exactly,
twice.
Yeah.
I've already had Jason Netherton. He's done 2. The first one he did NASA Mainhale Exhale, and the second one he did Bob Dylan album.
Yeah, I think it's rad. I think if you realize it or not, or acknowledge it or not, not everyone, but I can only speak for myself. I'm influenced by my friends a lot. My friends are a huge filter for my tastes. That's just how it goes. I was even thinking about my fucking shoes that I have as McGee. So those shoes look tight.
Yeah.
What are they? And with my music too,
Yeah, you can't help it, man.
I can't help but be influenced by my buddies. And I think it's fucking rad, even in that because it's their words. It's their wording, right? This is...
Yeah. It's usually like 40 words max.
It's super dope. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
So since we have it, we should pick one from... Because there's, 36 you said in each?
Yeah, right. Give it.
Even if we say 30, we could potentially do 60 podcasts and have one excerpt from each one.
Holy fuck.
So let's fucking do one, man. I don't know who to pick or what.
All right, here, let me see.
How do we do it? How do we randomly pick one?
Yeah, we got to randomly pick one.
I was going to inadvertently... Is there a number generator online I can find? Random number
between 1 and 32. Yell it into your iPods right now.
All I heard was fuck
Wrong.
you.
Fuck you.
4 dudes.
You
Fuck
guys
you.
Suck.
How do we do this? We need to figure out a way to fucking do it.
To pick it.
Okay, random number generator from 1 to 36. Generate 23.
23. Okay, here we go.
I got that from random.org.
Our first sponsor. I gotta count all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How's your beer?
It's really good, man.
Mine's empty. Can you? I think there's going to be some sort of etiquette that we're going to have to learn with these podcasts. I can constantly hear my nose breathing into the mic. So I apologize if that's fucking annoying anybody. If there's anyone still fucking listening, I'd be amazed. I'd be amazed if you actually fucking did listen to this. I don't know.
All right, I got it.
Okay, what is it? Who is it, first of all?
It is Jason Smith.
Jason Smith. From Portland?
Yeah, from Vancouver, Washington. And the band is Admiral Angry, and the album is Buster.
Awesome. What is it? I was thinking about I like how this is a flow, but if we could somehow get a hold of him right now and get him to talk about it.
He would fucking love that, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe Skype it at some point in the future.
And his secondary choice was Curl Up and Die, Unfortunately, We're Not Robots, which I'm more familiar with than Admiral Angry Buster.
So what did he say? And I figured we'll fucking play it after.
All right. I don't remember how I found out about these guys. This is me doing my best Jason impersonation. Probably from scavenging random metal blogs, but I'm really fucking glad I did. This album in particular is just so goddamn pissed. He had periods in between all of that.
Let me see.
So, God, damned, pissed. Yeah, it's a pissed album. Sludgy yet grindy, catchy yet crusty, all of which just happen to be the savory flavors that appeal to my mental taste buds. 5 more words make 60.
That's awesome. So it's 60
obviously
words.
Following the criteria, Jason.
That's awesome. Our buddy Jason.
Fucking rad motherfucker.
Yeah, he's I guess we can talk about him a bit. He's we met him, I don't fucking know, 06, I think, 07.
Yeah.
In Portland.
At the Tube.
He was in this band called El Cerdo, which were dead, but they're back together now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, actually, B-Pigs might play with them.
No shit.
Yeah, in November.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but he's a sweet. All the dudes in the band are sweet. The band fucking ruled and rules. And I remember we stayed at his house for like almost too many days.
2 or 3 days.
I remember the last day we bounced. We just fussed, like we knew. I felt like we had overstayed our welcome, so we just left. Even though we didn't have a show, we may have lied and just stayed. I remember we just stayed at a Safeway or we stayed at a Walmart. Or
yeah,
something.
I think we stayed in Vancouver.
We just said like, we're just gonna leave this guy's house because he's put us up for long enough.
And that's the thing. He didn't seem upset. It was just like, I think the stay had been so comfortable that we were like, man, karma dictates that we fucking leave now while we're ahead before.
He's a rad fucking dude, man. All those dudes are so rad. He's got a funny laugh. I don't know when's the last time you saw him. I saw him last year, I think. So I somewhat recently heard his laugh, but he has a funny laugh. I like his laugh.
He's a fucking hilarious dude.
He is funny, man. He's funny as shit. I'll forever equate the Hulk to Jason.
Oh, yeah. Wait, we should probably plug his shit. Distinguished Baloney.
Oh yeah.
Just Google Distinguished Baloney.
Yeah, I think it's a Tumblr site. Do you check that a lot?
No.
Dude, I check it a lot, man. Yeah? Not every day, but I'd say like once every 3 days. And I'm a dude that I check Reddit a lot. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Reddit has a lot of shit.
Distinguished Baloney.
Yeah, a lot of shit right off like before other people have it, but he has a ton of shit that I don't see on Reddit, which is awesome. He's actually I think he's freelancing for College Humor too.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember reading that. I thought he was like a fucking elementary school teacher.
That's probably his main gig, but
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, distinguishedbaloney.tumblr. It's I use it. I check it on my phone when I'm taking a shit or something. It's super funny. Anyways, Jason, you rule. I'm sure you might not hear this, but we love you. I'm gonna play one of these songs. Does he say which song to play?
No. It's got to be off the album Buster.
Yeah, it's the same logo. So I'll put a song that's like not too long. Here's one. Okay, so as per Jason, this is Admiral Angry called "Sex with a Stranger."
And we're gonna talk over it anyway.
It's kind of the description in the video says, "If this doesn't make you feel manly, nothing will."
Oh, nice!
From their album Buster.
Fuck yeah! Here we go.
So here we go.
Dude, I'm stoked. Is it loading?
Yeah. I had heard this. Seven told me about this guy. Should we not talk so people can actually hear the song?
No,
Okay.
we're gonna talk.
Probably two of the fucking dead.
Sounds like the singer from Gazers or Grab Warlock.
Kind of, yeah. I was gonna say. I remember when I heard it, I thought it was the fucking sounded like the Swap guy. But you're more so right in that it sounds like the shitty dude from Grab Warlock.
Still heavy though.
Not shitty, but his scream sounds awesome in that.
Is that
It's
right?
yeah.
Oh, here we go. Kick in. Oh, now.
Now.
Ow. Now. Now. This is fucking awesome. Now. Now.
Here we go.
Oh. He was trying to air drum like so unsuccessfully.
It's fucking heavy, man.
The beat's awesome.
Saying I'll fuck you away. Maybe. Yeah. Does it mean like he'll fuck someone until they're like dead? Like keep fucking their
Until
corpse?
they're completely like non-existent anymore.
Ugh. I'm a sucker for that hook. Those new metal hooks, man.
New metal hook? Sounds like a breakdown.
It's kind of the same thing. I can just picture a dude like punched over, like head porn star.
Every guitar player is like looking into his face. He's like, what's going on? There's bats everywhere.
I like the, it sounds crushing. Like it sounds like it would be like it sounds kind of live. Like almost like shit's getting kind of out of control in the red.
I don't feel any more manly though.
Well, I'm manly as fuck. Like if anything that brings me down, this just maintains me at my maximum manly level. It's weird. There we go.
That was fucking sweet.
Yeah, we ruined it for everyone because we were fucking talking. Whatever.
Well, that's
This
why
is-
they're listening anyway.
This is our show. Listen to me. Take it
right.
easy, Vargas.
Eerie.
Anyways, fuck, dude. That's
That's
kind of
it.
that's kind of it. Yeah, I had a few ideas to talk about and a few stories, and
We shared some laughs.
we shared a few. I hope people listened. I don't know. I'm gonna make a site.
Are you wrapping this up?
What I
I was about to bleed my heart out, man. I was about to tell you some shit. Some story shit.
Yeah, right. That's some bullshit. You got nothing inside, bud. You got nothing to tell me.
Yeah, nothing that you heard already.
No.
And now for the next segment on Take a Ride. Fucking Hibbs gonna kick Vargas's ass. For all those watching at home.
No. Impossible. Never happened, son. But yeah, I'm gonna make a site where like I said, if you're listening, then you don't know. But we have 2 cameras going. We're gonna probably have another one. Our buddy Levitt, who did our video and has done promos for us for fucking ever. He's our window into good shit, and he is good shit. But yeah, I'm gonna do a site, and we're gonna have the audio so you can download it and put it on your podcast, on your fucking iPods or whatever in your car, and we'll have video. So I'll have a site. I'm thinking of a Tumblr site. Maybe I'll just takerwide.tumblr.com or something.
Just Google it.
Yeah, just Google shittiest podcast, and ours will come up.
Where is Levitt anyway? We should probably say.
He's actually at Tom Petty tonight.
How did he get tickets to that?
Because he's the man. I don't know.
Is he going with his girlfriend?
Maybe.
Is he going with his boyfriend?
Maybe both.
That's what happens, Levitt. You don't show up.
Yeah.
You should have been ripping on Levitt this whole time.
Yeah. When he comes here, so he can defend himself. But yeah, we'll do a site, and you can download it and watch it. Not that it's super exciting, but I don't know, man. We're gonna learn how to fucking do this. I'm stoked. As the first one, I think this went pretty good. I think we barely scratched the surface. There's tons of stories I can think of. You know, there's a ton of shit to talk about, and just as long as we're both motivated, I'm sure this could be a cool thing.
And I guess leave whatever comments, whoever does end up listening to this, please. Like we were saying, the golden rule is honesty.
Yeah.
And hey, guess what? The internet is anonymous. And I'm not talking that dude with a fucking question mark head either. You can just shit all over us.
Yeah, for real. This is the fucking first one. So my 10 buddies or whoever's going to listen to this, just tell me where you think it could be better. I don't know. More music, less music, ideas for guests. I don't fucking know, man. I have no idea, but I'm stoked. I'm stoked on this, man. A beer a day, some good music, some good people. Sounds like the ingredients for a good thing.
Yeah, man.
Maybe not. Maybe we fucking complete basura.
What's the outro music? Did you got that yet?
I have something. I don't know. Shit.
It should be some fucking new metal banger, man.
Oh, no.
Oh, dude. Hey, do you got Head PE? Do you got Head PE on there?
I got it on YouTube. Which one?
I don't know. What's a good one? Wake up, motherfucker, wake up.
I don't know what that's called.
Die, motherfucker, die. We get high, motherfucker, high.
I don't know. Well,
It's off that album. What's that album called?
it's called Only
Help?
in America.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I found it.
What is it?
It is called Wake Up.
All right, so I guess we'll say our goodbyes. Thanks for listening.
Say Head PE. I don't. No, fuck it. You know what? I want people to listen to this, and I want a ton of people to listen to this. I don't have any qualms with saying that. We have our Graber Metal Instagram. That's what it is. Or me and Bergs each have our own. Mine's Art Vargas. Bergs is You Fucking Nerds. I'll make the site tonight. Takerwide.tumblr. And tell your friends and fuck and any of our buddies that want to be on it. We're in Cambridge, but fuck it, man.
You get a free beer.
You get a free tasty beer, and that's it. So this is fucking. This is Steve and Mark, and this is Taker Wide. This is the first one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Any last words, Bergs?
That's it, man. Listen, check it out. Tell your friends if they are so obliged to listen. And yeah, whatever, man. If you guys don't think it was fun, it was fucking fun for me.
Yeah,
and
it was fun, man.
For fucking Steve. So
we'll do the drunk show one day. This was only one beer, and I'm feeling it.
We'll do the Century Club one. Anyways, ideas will happen. Good things. Thanks for listening. If you listened, right on.
Yeah. All right. That's it. Fucking good night. Here we go.
Never die. Never die.
Fuck you. I say fuck you. You say fuck me. I say fuck you. You don't love me. I don't love you. I rise above and I say fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.